I think A$AP Rocky's newest cover with Rihanna denotes that black men should be emasculate and more feminine. This video isn't really about anything, well, probably except for A$AP Rocky and his newest cover. Now, before I even get into that, first of all, I want to say hi. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Serge, and welcome to Maison Noir, where we discuss self-improvement, dating, relationships, and fitness, all from the male perspective for men. Ladies, you're more than welcome to stay, but gentlemen, this is your home, so do me a favor, make sure you wipe your feet off at the door, hit that subscribe button for me. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen A$AP Rocky's newest cover for Vogue, and you know, Vogue has a great way of placing suggestive material, or just, you know, subliminal messaging within the context of their covers, right? So this is most notably known with, or most notably seen with LeBron James and Gisele Bündchen at the time, kind of mimicking King Kong and the beautiful blonde that King Kong accosted. Was it a comic? I have no fucking clue. I don't watch this bullshit. Then the second version, or the second variety here, you have the message, which is seemingly, at least in my opinion, you let me know what you think. Again, this is from the outside looking in. I'm a first generation Franco-Haitian American, not really into the, not inculcated by black culture to say. With that being said, I think A$AP Rocky's newest cover with Rihanna, let me take a sip of this coffee first. I think A$AP Rocky's newest cover with Rihanna denotes that black men should be emasculate and more feminine. I know that might sound like a lot of horseshit, but what I want to say here is, when you take a look at that cover, or just any cover that involves a man and a woman, more times than not, you will see some sort of power dynamic, right? So the power dynamic that you'll see in most traditional covers is usually like the guy being the lead or whatever the case may be, and the woman hanging on. Now note, I'm not saying hanging on by like, oh, she's like straggling or straddling along. That's not what I mean at all. But when we're talking about power dynamics and just the optics of everything, the cover that A$AP Rocky did with Rihanna is not your traditional cover or just traditional whatsoever. It's denoting a new wave of coupleism. Yeah, coupleism. I made that the fuck up. Ideally, what it's denoting is that, and this is just my theory, you let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, feel free to go ahead and drop that. What I think it denotes is, at least in the black community, men are no longer seen as leaders within said enclave. Now, again, granted, were black men ever leaders of their communities? Probably not. And I think that transition happened after the 60s. Once the 60s happened, or you know, once the 60s started rather, you see the culture shift, right? The dichotomies change. Ironically enough, even during slave eras and even post-slavery, black couples were getting married, and the two-parent household was very predominant within the culture. Obviously, take a look at it now, things are a little bit different. With all that said, it seems like the two-parent household is making some sort of resurgence, but not in the way that we think it is. It's more so in the servitude of the woman. And I know that sounds bad, but first of all, think about the optics, right? And then think about the power dynamic. Also, another thing I want to rant about, I'm pretty sure Rihanna knew that A$AP Rocky was in the friend zone the entire time. The entire time. So again, my perspective, my opinion. If you're mad about it, feel free to like leave a comment. Doesn't really matter to me. But what I'm saying here is, I think A$AP Rocky was the last option kind of guy. And because he already portrays himself rather effeminate, we've already seen the photo shoot he's done when he was wearing a dress, or I believe there was another photo shoot where, I don't know, there was just a picture that he took, he just looked really effeminate. And now granted, I'm a model, there's been some photos I've taken in my time that might be perceived as sus, but it's part of my job. For A$AP, I think it's more of like a character thing, and this is no way me trying to separate myself from it, but again, it's just some things that I see, you know? So this is just a real quick ramble on that. Furthermore, I think the total destruction of the black community has already been underway anyway. So we're bound to see probably more relationship setups in this fashion. And my ultimate gripe is, it's not that it's a bad thing. Two parents in a household is a good thing, but just the optics of it. I'm really hankering on the optics of it because it's the optics that people see, which then forces them to change their perspective and their perception on things, which then changes how they act towards things. So for example, All My Single Ladies is a great example of this, whereas Beyonce would sing this song dedicated to single women, right? And throughout that whole entire escapade, it's a song about how triumphant it is to be single, but at the end of the day, she goes back to her husband. That's just a small example. It might not be the best example. What I'm trying to get at here is, it seems as though a lot of us take our cues and our social cues from celebrities, and these industries are aware of that. So what better way to pass on a message than through the conduit that is a celebrity? In this case, it is two very well-known celebrities, being A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. I think furthermore, as we get more granular into it, and as we take a look deeper into just the overall messaging with what they're trying to portray, it's clear to see that the idea of emasculating the black male is definitely prevalent and also rather strong. Let me take a sip of this coffee. This video is just a video of me rambling and ranting. You can leave at any point if you stayed this long. Thanks. While you're here, let me go ahead and tell you something. The fitness app that I've created for Tara Fitness will be available March 1st. So do me a favor, click this QR code right here, or go to this website right here. Take a look at the site. Feel free to download the application on March 1st. If you want to be alerted when you can download the application, feel free to click the link below in the description, sign up, and you'll get my free ebook, Fitness Made Easy. The last thing I want to rant about is actually YouTube. I actually want to rant about YouTube. So YouTube has swapped CEOs. Their names I forget. I think one's Susan, the other one's Neil. Regardless, if you ask me, both of these people represented essentially the worst of what YouTube has to offer. And it's pretty interesting because the more I learn about Neil, the more I learn about how slightly incompetent he is in regards to working in favor of the creators on this platform. Now, YouTube, I just want to remind you, and I'm not the biggest creator on your platform, but I am one of them, so I kind of think like them, and I could tell you, you keep poking the bear, you're going to lose a lot of creators. And granted, perhaps this swap was something that you guys did in effort to, I guess, circumvent that, but based off of Neil's prior history, especially in 2022 when he tried to propose that bullshit ass Web3 idea for YouTube, if he's the guy who's going to be in charge of YouTube going forward, I don't really see a lot of good things coming from this platform. That's neither here nor there. Listen, I'm not even fucking monetized. The goal is to get monetized though, but I don't even know if I want to stick around for that. You know what really pisses me off? Now here's where I could really start talking my shit. What really pisses me off is when, and granted, this isn't me like, you know, trying to harass creators or whatever the case may be, but sometimes I see the dumbest shit on YouTube and I'm like, people want to watch that? And it's not the creator, it's the consumer. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming either of you. Perhaps I should be blaming the algorithm, or maybe I should be real with myself and say, my content probably sucks. That's just the reality of it. I mean, maybe people don't like talking about self-improvement, how to get over trauma. Maybe they don't like learning about how death can motivate you, or why being mad at your ex isn't going to help you progress in your life. All videos that I've made, feel free to click the library. But I think at the core of me, what probably upsets me the most about YouTube is, I think it's lack of congruency. Like, it doesn't, at least to me, again, maybe this is like one of those selfish videos because I keep saying to me, but I'd love to hear you guys' comments. But at least to me, it doesn't seem like YouTube gives a flying fuck about the creator in the sense of, maybe I should just go ahead and cut this off. It's usually what happens when my brain stops and it just, whatever, man. Anyway, the whole point of this video, there's no point of this video. There's literally no point in this video. If you've actually even made it this far, congratulations. I feel like I'm just fulfilling like a quota. Like, here's a video, here's my quota for the day, go ahead and take it. Anyway, just do me a favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Feel free to watch one of these other fucking videos here or there, or if not, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.